Welcome back. We've got 3 farms in one video on this one. So this is an arable farm, and just below this tree is a lot of feeders, and the greedy rats helping themselves to the pheasant feeders. Farmer's not that chuffed about that, to be honest, because they are absolutely smashing the feed. So I went up one evening, tried to pick a couple off, missed that one by the looks of it. Picked a few of them off in the trees and a number of them off on the ground as well. I think I walked about 4 miles this evening, walking across the huge fields between the 2 feeders, and you can see them helping themselves to the spilled grain that normally the pheasants would have. Now we can't be having that. I'm going to just smash them in the face with the GSB, lights out. You don't get more dead than that. I literally walked between the 2 feeders, picking them out of the hedgerows, picking them off the trees, picking them out from underneath the feeders as well. You can see them hiding in the hedgerow and all the undergrowth. You can't always spot these with infrared, so that's where thermal comes into its own. You can spot them, they literally glow bright yellow in amongst all the cold undergrowth, and once you know they're there you can track them with infrared. Like this one here. They can probably smell me, but I'm not going to go anywhere and get my shot down. Very busy in this hedgerow. And back out to one of the feeders here. Wallop. He took a pellet, didn't react too well to it, so I'll give him a second one, and he was quickly recovered underneath all of that. Just at the base of the tree now where they're nesting, shot him with a high body shot. I try to go for headshots, as you know, but when the farmer just wants them cleaned up, high body shots, headshots, any shot that's going to kill them. If you look at the range there, 1,640 yards, he was not that far away. It's because he was so close, I think about 4 yards, the rangefinder couldn't get a ping on him, couldn't get the distance. And unfortunately he was probably a little bit too close and he saw me and did a runner. Again, in the undergrowth, very difficult to get a hold of. Got a nice clear opening here, so I'm going to try and thread the pellet straight through. What sometimes happens is the pellets get deflected off the sticks and the wood, so it's very easy to miss a shot when they're so deep in the undergrowth like this. In the trees they feel safe, but they're certainly not safe, not from an exact RS. Smash that straight through the branches and into his dome. Again you can see, oh, I spotted something here. It's a little bunny rabbit. It's coming up to Easter, so I think I'll give this one a pass. I don't want to upset the Easter bunny. It's not a good move for a chocoholic. Let's take a dodge across to the dairy farm, see what we can find. This is the main barn that I generally shoot in. Very busy with machinery, a lot of equipment lying around, so it's not always easy to get that nice clean shot that you want. But when you scan around with thermal, you can pick out the heat signatures. So I picked something up around this machine. So what I do is I put the thermal down, switch to infrared, and I scan around and wait and look for them. And sure enough, there's one on the machine here. I'm just getting my bearings, I'm just trying to work out which end bites and which end shites. And then I can put a pellet in the right area. And there we go, he's turned around, slot the pellet straight in there, wallop, straight into his brain box. He falls straight through onto the floor. Let's go and have a look, see what we got. You can see him thrashing around there. Let's go and take a look. Absolute bloodbath. That pellet split his brain box wide open. I just want to take this moment to introduce you to Bitcast. This is a new social media platform that I'm developing, and all going well, it'll be available summer 2021. Any videos that are not fit for YouTube, or anything that I want to show you that has a little bit of blood, guts or gore, I will be putting on Bitcast, so you can jump across there and you can view the footage on there. If I showed this, believe me, YouTube would shit the moon. Out in the cattle barns, we've got the rat hoovering up the bits of cattle feed that's been spilt around, and the bits of seed and grain that's in the straw. He's had his last supper, my friend. Around water troughs I try not to go for headshots because they absolutely stream blood on a headshot, and I don't like the idea of the blood going into the drinking water for cattle. So a nice high body shot will do the job, but it'll give them enough time, enough energy to try and do a runner. They don't bleed as heavily, but it is just as lethal. You can see him trying to climb his way out there. So by doing that, he is running on adrenaline here and he's bleeding out, but there's not a lot of blood in the area. What happens here is he manages to climb out a little bit and he expires on his way out of the trough. He's a real pig to get out though, but I got him. And it just means that there's less blood and less rat in the water. It's just my preference, and possibly the farmers too. There he is, jammed himself up against the pipe there. All those tyres that they use for the silage clamps, they love climbing around them. Good easy pickings. Just outside of one of the cattle barns, he comes around to help himself for some feed. So I give him some pellets. He only takes one. Didn't really like it. He didn't come back for seconds. Yeah. Ruined his day. Over by the shed where they feed the cattle the cake, fat boy here comes out after stuffing his face on the sniff for more food. You can have that instead. One final look around, nothing else there. So back over to the tyre stack and we got ourselves another one. Have that, just turned his head inside out. Couldn't get him because he managed to drop himself right inside of all those tyres. Now this is just to the right of where I shot that other one a couple of shots back outside the cattle barn. I saw that one disappear underneath, couldn't find them, so I'm waving around a little bit because I'm looking on the thermal and I spot one just above that disc hiding under the pallet. So I put the thermal down, switch to infrared, put a couple of shots down. The first shot immobilised him and the second one finished him off. Well, to be honest, the first one may well have done it. Those pellets are absolutely fantastic. They travel really fast and they really hit hard as well. They're getting walloped with about 11.56 foot-pounds of energy. Beautiful pellets. There's a little red river, and there's the rat under the pallet. Gary from Wolverine, I'll link him in the description. Really good channel, beautiful shooting. He likes to use the infrared 940nm, which is that right now. I prefer the 850, which is that. So I'm just doing a quick comparison between 850 and 940 for him on the ATN. So you can see there, that's what this is for. We're not having a party. Speaking of parties, he's not having one either. Have that. Straight down. This one's having a little bit of fun, isn't he? Climbing around. Tracking him along the top there. Just waiting for him to settle. I just need him to settle for just a moment so I can get a nice clean shot on him. There's a lot of electrics and pipe work in the corner, and I think there's someone on the other side of the building, so I need to be careful where I drop the shot. There we go, and stop! Oh, you're kidding me. I'll come back for you. Watch this. This is how dexterous they are. They are pretty impressive animals. Climbing straight up a concrete brick wall. Now he's just showing off, to be fair. I mean, I could do that. Just need to go on my nails a bit. Keep biting them. Come on, a bit further. Voila. All that spent energy, and I'll go and dump 11.56 pounds worth of energy into his back. Ah, there we go. Not sure if that's the same one or his friend, but I'm not going to let him get away this time. Stop! Boom. Lights out, hit the deck. We've got more in the shipping container, in the workshop. Ooh, pretty sure I hit him there, but either way, got a second shot down, and he's down. Doesn't get back up from that. Not entirely sure what's going on here, but we're going to settle this argument with a GSP. There we go. One less. One less rat to argue with, as you were. Down the back of the fertiliser store, I spotted this heat signature right in the corner. Boom. Have that. He was good and healthy before I rocked up, but he's not so much now. He's off to Ratty Heaven to meet his friends and his family. Spotted one down there. Come on, come on, come on. Show your face. Not sure if I got him. If I missed, I missed. Maybe I got him and he's in the wall. Not quite sure what's going on here, but I could see which end I needed and I took a high body shot through the grass. Boom. Didn't like that. He's backing up, backing up. Take that. Second shot, he's straight down, and there's one on the right hand side there. I managed to get the two of them. He's expired behind the tractor wheel, and this one has expired in front of the tractor wheel. Not bad. This is the grain store again now. No, sorry, this is the dairy farm. The rat's just mooching around. Where the cattle have been drinking and feeding, they tend to drop water in the drop sort of feed, and the rats just come out in those little troughs and help himself. Only he's not going to get any bigger. And just to the side of that barn, this is a nice little hideout for them. They use that as a little staging post before they run across to the other cattle barn directly behind where I am. But he's just running off to Ratty Heaven now. He's not running anywhere. And the final shot for the video. Running alongside the muck heap. Good solid headshot there. Really good smack echoing around that silage clamp. Gonna go for a quick swim. Thanks for watching.